Good morning and welcome to video number 31 of me growing out my beard. The 2022 Winter Olympics are well underway. The other day I was watching curling, trying to figure out how the heck that is even played, but then I realized something. In curling there are a lot of sweeps, and in tenor drumming there are a lot of sweeps. So how come drum corps is not in the Olympics? I mean, there's all these sweeps going around, it totally should be. In this video, I will give you 6 good reasons why drum corps should be in the Olympics. But before we get into it, make sure that you click that subscribe button, ring that Liberty Bell, and click that like button. I will be doing a fan collab video at 200,000 subscribers. If you are interested in participating, please follow the link down in the description. But make sure you hurry up because we are almost there. Okay, let's become champions. Before we get started on the list, I have created a petition to make drum corps an Olympic sport. And sometime in the middle of March, so about a month after this video comes out, I will send that petition over to the Olympic Committee and they will review it and hopefully make drum corps a sport. And if you don't agree with that right now, I highly encourage that you watch this whole video and I will change your mind. Reason number 1 is that drum corps is a sport and it is harder than a lot of other sports that are in the Olympics. The definition of sport is an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. I made a whole nother video about why marching band and drum corps should be considered sports, but even if you don't believe that they should be considered sports, you can at least most likely agree that they have a lot of qualities of sports. Drum corps is often referred to as the sport of the arts. I think that could be flipped around the opposite way. It could be the art of the sports. Therefore, it makes sense that it should be in the Olympics. Reason number 2 why drum corps should be in the Olympics is that if sports such as figure skating, synchronized swimming, acrobatic gymnastics, diving, ski jumping, snowboarding, BMX freestyle, breakdancing, skateboarding, surfing, rhythmic gymnastics, and trampolining are all in the Olympics, then drum corps should be also. That is one of the biggest arguments with determining what is a sport and what is not. Most people can agree that when multiple teams or multiple individual people are going up against each other and whoever gets the most points or whoever gets the least points, they will win. That's how you judge a sport. But all of these Olympic sports that I just listed, they don't do that. It's all based up to judges. A few people's opinion on who should get the gold medal is how they decide who gets the gold medal, and that's exactly how drum corps works. It's a bunch of judges deciding on who wins and who loses. Fun fact, I used to be a diver in high school for 3 years. Here's a totally legitimate video of me doing a 2.5 forward somersault. Reason number 3 why drum corps should be a sport is that there will be more international competition. So when all these American-run circuits like Drum Corps International, Winter Guard International, they're, obviously international, and they have some groups competing that are international, but not very many. One that comes to mind is Imachi, which has a drumline and a Winter Guard, and I think they have indoor winds now, I'm not exactly sure. There are also a few other groups from Europe that come over every now and then, but really there's only a handful of international competitors. So by having drum corps in the Olympics, I am sure that this will encourage a lot of different countries to consider starting their own drum corps in their country and possibly their own circuits. Reason number 4 is that it will most likely encourage more students to stay involved with music in the schools. The majority of kids that start out with music in elementary school, they end up losing interest, but I think if music is an Olympic sport, this will keep a lot more kids from quitting. So, Timmy, what is making you want to quit band?
Man, band is like stupid, dumb, I hate practicing, it's just stupid and dumb.
Oh, okay, so I guess it's stupid and dumb to want to be an Olympic gold medalist with a lot of money and fame and fortune and a bunch of nice cars and a huge house and lots of girls and guys, whatever you're into. I guess that's stupid and dumb too?
No?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And also I'll beat you up if you quit. Reason number 5 is that there will be more funding for the band programs.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, that question mark is in there on purpose, because I'm not going to act like it will, because, I mean, who knows? Maybe this won't make any difference for some programs. But I feel it is a very, very good argument to get more funding for the band program if it can be an Olympic sport.
Okay, unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut all band funding this year because we're getting custom jock straps for the basketball team.
Okay, well, I guess you're fine with cutting the hopes and dreams of a bunch of future Olympic gold medalists. There's nice houses and a bunch of money, huge cars, and girls and guys, all that stuff I said before. I guess you're fine with cutting it all.
Okay, I see your point. I guess we don't need jock straps after all. What do they even do?
Oh, the ball! Oh, that's what Joe's laughing about.
Actually, hold on. Do the athletes even get paid? Okay, it looks like they do. You get a monthly salary of $2,800. That's not very good. Oh, unless they win a gold medal, then they get $4,500. That's better. Okay, if they win a gold medal, they get $37,500, $22,500 for silver, and $1,500 for bronze. That's kind of trash, honestly. Like, being the best in the world, that's lower than I thought. I guess if you get on like Michael Phelps level with a bunch of endorsement deals, then you can become super rich and drive big cars. But it's not all about the money, okay? It's about the honor of competing. And I would also have a lot more YouTube content if this became a thing, so win for everybody. And reason number 6 is the innovation that would happen for the activity. The marching arts are evolving constantly at a rapid rate. We've got all kinds of electronic effects, we got trombones, we got all this stuff going on that wasn't allowed years ago. Back in the day, they didn't even allow a front ensemble. All percussion had to be marched, even chimes. This guy is freaking nuts. So I could only imagine if we took, like, the best of everyone in this activity and just shoved them all together. Like, best designers, best musicians, best everything. That would be insane with what the final product would be. There would be, like, jetpack trumpet players and tightrope walking snare drummers and tenor drummers not doing anything harder because it's already really hard. Okay, so those are the reasons I came up with why this should be a sport, but there are, of course, reasons that it should absolutely not be a sport, and I came up with 3 reasons for that, so already the good outweighs the bad. The first huge issue with this would be money. It costs several $billion for a country to host the Olympics. Now let's say 20 countries have a competing drum corps in the Summer Olympics. That's like 3,000 more competitors in the Olympic Games. And all those people are gonna, need a place to live and stuff to eat and oxygen to breathe and a place to rehearse. That's the most important thing, having a place to rehearse. But if that is the only issue preventing this from happening, I would suggest just doing what all DCI corps do. Just have all the members sleep on air mattresses in a high school gym. We all did it for 3 months in a row, multiple years in a row. I think we'd all be up for doing it for another couple of weeks if we got to be in the Olympics. The next reason why this probably shouldn't be in the Olympics is because drum corps is a really, really American thing. Like I said before, there are other international corps, but not that many, so if we started drum corps in the Olympics in the Summer Games of 2024, America would probably be the only one that had a competing drum corps. Which, hey, a gold medal is a gold medal, even if you're first out of one. I think it would take a whole lot of time for other countries to, get to that level of developing competitive drum corps. And it would probably be considered unfair, at least, doing it anytime soon. And the third and final reason that I could think of that drum corps should not be in the Olympics is that it is a very, very subjective judging process. So I mentioned all of these other sports that are in the Olympics before, however, these are just one person or a small group of people that are being judged, which is a whole lot easier to just judge that small number of people. Drum corps has freaking like 160 people in it, all with specialized skills doing something completely different. Now, yes, it is less subjective to say this group played the cleanest, this group marched the cleanest and had the best forms, but general effect is a huge part of the score, okay? It's actually more than half. So I think because of how subjective this can get, I think that would turn a lot of people off from wanting this in the Olympics, unfortunately. So those are all my thoughts and opinions on why drum corps should and should not be in the Olympics. I think the should overweighs the should not by a lot, okay? I think there's way more reasons why it should be than it shouldn't. But compose a comment and let me know what you think about it. And if you agree with me, please go and sign my petition. Link is in the description. Hopefully this video was enjoyable. If it was, make sure that you click that subscribe button, ring that Liberty Bell, and click that like button. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. If you are able to, please consider going over there to make a donation. It helps the channel out a whole lot. And also consider buying a custom t-shirt, such as this one. I will leave that link in the description. And have a good morning.